Joining us to discuss the latest funding is Replit CEO Amjad Masad. Wonderful to have you with us, Amjad. And look, what's the money going to be used for? Because you're building it up in a swift formation.
Yeah, so there's a lot of product innovation to be done. So we're hiring more people in R&D. You know, Replit is kind of expanding beyond just code. We think that code has become the universal interface for knowledge work. So we're seeing customers of ours, they're not just building apps, although that's a big use case. They're building automations, they're building slide decks, they're building marketing materials, they're doing all sorts of things with Replit. So we're expanding that, but we're also expanding internationally. We're seeing a lot of excitement around Replit in places like in Japan and South Korea. Obviously, the Middle East, we have this big partnership with Saudi Arabia, and that's growing across the Middle East, but also Asia. We were just in India for the AI summit there, and there's tremendous excitement there. We partnered with Razorpay, who's also a customer, and we're bringing kind of the Replit superpowers to developers in India. So there's a lot to do.
I have to do the follow-up of, if you are with significant exposure and growing in Saudi Arabia, how have things been in the last couple of weeks? Is that still growing as quickly as you anticipate?
It is. It is. We haven't seen any disruption to growth or day-to-day operations. Obviously, yeah, we wish the best to the people there and hope we get to peace as soon as possible.
Amjad, you may see this as not fair, but if you put Replit alongside Cursor, right? Alongside Claude Code, there are different functions, there are different strengths, but the base functions are similar, right? You actually also have a lot of investors in common with Cursor. How do you manage that and just basically say, no, this is what Replit does, this is how we're different, this is our moat or what we're doing best?
Yeah, so if you look at our customers buy Cursor, buy Claude Code, but they buy them for their core engineering teams. What are the rest of the company using? Code is democratized now. Anyone can build applications, can build software. And the most innovative companies in the world are opening their eyes to that and saying, we don't want to be left behind. We want our product managers to be able to ship software. We want our designers to prototype and get in front of customers as early as possible. And that's, not just startups. This is like, we're talking about, 85% of the Fortune 500 companies are using Replit. And the primary departments is primarily outside of engineering. So we don't really compete with them head to head on deals.
The benchmark right now in Silicon Valley, and again, you can tell me if I'm wrong, but it's ARRs. How real these businesses are coming in, how quickly. Take us inside Replit. How's things going financially?
Yeah, I mean, last year we grew 100x. We went from 2.5 million to $250 million. I said last year that it looks like we're going to be headed to $1 billion ARR in 2026, and we're on track. So I think that's really exciting. But we also spent a lot of time just making sure enterprise adoption is going as planned, because you mentioned Cursor and Claude Code. They're going after established markets. We're telling enterprises that now you need to decentralize innovation. We're creating a new category of anyone can code in the enterprise. So right. The thing we're most proud of recently is the adoption in the enterprise.